What's cooking, good looking? So the coronavirus has been here for a minute. Real talk, do you even remember what life was like before COVID? Because I'm not sure that I do. I just remember that in the before times, humans used to be upright creatures that went outside, and now we're horizontal and live on couches. Also, low-key, I'm attracted to face masks now. Can't explain it, it's just like people look better with a face mask. Chins are weird, right? Am I right? Is that just me? But we finally have a vaccine! Although rollout hasn't been the fastest. Who's distributing these things, huh? George R.R. Martin? But now we have the combination of infection numbers rising and there being a vaccine available, so naturally people are kind of losing their minds trying to get their hands on a vaccine. Or get their upper arms speared by one. I could do all the sound effects for this show. In fact, there's been news from all over the world that rich people are doing things like hiring private physicians or chartering private jets in order to cut the line to get a vaccine. And before you ask, let me just stop you right there. I do not fall in this group of people. Cause I mean, yeah, I do well for myself. I'm very grateful. I can buy anything on a Starbucks menu, okay? But the people we're talking about own Starbucks. All this to say, I'm 100% on your side, and I also think this is very ridiculous. Money already gets you a front row seat to everything else in life. You feel me? A Knicks game, Group 1 boarding on an airplane, the 10 items or less line in a grocery store. I'm just saying, being able to buy 10 items or less is a privilege. Because the rest of us out here like, what, 10 for 10? Get 30 of these. But the vaccine should be different. Look, I empathize with the desperation people are feeling right now. You know, it's hard to wait when your health is literally on the line. But having said that, when you're a hedge fund manager trying to get the vaccine before a teacher or a nurse, I'm gonna have to say, you're whack. I wish I could say I'm shocked by this vaccine tourism, but the truth is I'm not, because people with money are always trying to make the system work in their favor. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I heard this news, I was like, all right, Lori Loughlin, come on out. Because you already know she was in prison just photoshopping her daughters to look like they're nurses in between their team crew practice. And I can't believe I have to say this, but I feel like people in these positions should be using their power and money to help and heal the system, not strain it. Because at the end of the day, wealthy people have an easier time quarantining, getting masks, staying isolated, whereas people with less resources do not have that privilege. And I don't know, I'm just saying maybe use all your billions to vaccinate everyone. Jeff Bezos, I'm looking at you. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. My Alexa's broken. But you know what? Let me take a moment to not bash what I don't like, but instead praise what I really love. Some people are really showing their heart. You know, several celebrities and wealthy people have given money to great causes. Dolly Parton gave $1 million to coronavirus research a month after it was officially declared a pandemic. And that money directly led to a vaccine. I mean, hello? It makes sense, you know, even a vaccine didn't want to let down Dolly Parton. Plus, there are high-profile people that are modeling the FAIR system. Harrison Ford spent 2.5 hours waiting in line at El Camino Community College to get a vaccine. Arnold Schwarzenegger also shared a similar experience in East LA, as did Steve Martin, and I just have a feeling that Bruce Wayne is somewhere in Gotham fighting off a new strain of COVID with his bare hands. And I know we always like to harp on the negative, but it's important to share these positive stories as well because it reminds you that we're all in this together. So no, you shouldn't be able to fast pass your way to a vaccine because other people need it more than you. And I feel like that's not me being mean to say that. I feel like that is, what's the word? Human. So I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Maybe you were excited to see Justin Bieber on a world tour, okay? But COVID is harder to cure than Bieber fever. Period.